my name's Dylan. I play the tenors and I'm in the drum line.
Hi, my name's Natalie Eck and I play the flute.
My name is Emma Campbell. I previously played the trumpet and the flute, and this year I'm a drum major.
Hi, my name is Erica Wee, and I played the saxophone.
Hi, I'm Gavin Waddell, trumpet.
Hi, I'm Gizmo. I'm the section leader for the mellophone.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Jimmins and I play trumpet.
Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm in the front ensemble.
Hi, I'm Kayla Lacey and I play vibraphone in the front ensemble.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Valley and I'm a drum major.
Hi, my name is Madeline Davis and I play the flute.
Hi, I'm Marie and I'm in the color guard.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Packard and I do color guard.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play snare drum.
Hi, I'm Patrick Funnemeyer, and I play the alto saxophone.
Hi, my name's Emma Plummer. I play the clarinet.
Hi, my name is Riley Warnick, and I play the flute.
Hi, I'm Robert Whitaker. I'm in the front ensemble.
Hi, my name is Ryan Schaffner. I play trumpet.
Hi, I'm Scott Stickler, and I play the clarinet.
Hi, my name is Spencer Hajarian, and I play the bass drum.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Taylor, and I play the clarinet.
Hi, I'm Naomi, and I'm in color guard.
What inspired me to play music was my dad, my brother, and also watching DCI shows in middle school.
The main thing that inspired me to play music was probably my dad's taste in music was a lot of 80s rock. So I genuinely like that type of drum style and just musicianship in general. So I kind of just piggybacked off that and here I am today.
My mom and my sister were both played an instrument.
What inspired me to be in music was that it was another way of expressing myself. There are so many different genres for so many different moods, and it just expresses things that I couldn't express with words.
What inspired me to play the saxophone was, it was my dad. Like, he encouraged me to play, to pick up an instrument, so I decided to pick up the saxophone.
Following the footsteps of great families that played, mostly Louis Armstrong.
So I didn't have to take gem in middle school.
What inspired me to play music was that my mom and my dad played band. That's one way that inspired me, and also I when I was younger, I wanted to be part of the OSU band. So that also inspired me. My mom played clarinet and my dad played trumpet. My uncle also played trumpet. So those were the only two options I had.
What inspired me to do music was the fact that music was able to calm me down in any situation, and I wanted to learn how to do it so I could calm myself down, and it made me really happy.
What really inspired me to get into music was actually my uncle was here in the Northmont band back when he was in Ohio, and he played trombone, and that just was the reason I picked trombone and decided to continue with a music career.
What inspired me to play music is Disney movies. Yeah, I always saw like Peter Pan with the flute and stuff and like Little Phil Man. I don't know, that's just what, yeah.
What inspired me to do color guard was the family aspect of it and how close they were all put together.
What inspired me to be in color guard is the past members and them performing when my brother was in band.
What inspired me to play music was a lot of my brothers and sisters had been in marching band, and they looked like they had a blast. So I was like, I went in on that, and it's been a blast.
My dad was in marching band, and my aunt.
The thing that inspired me to do music was that my dad wanted me to do sports, and I wanted to prove to him that I could do something other than sports.
I don't really know. I just kind of one day felt like I wanted to do some music.
6th grade, I wanted to do something like productive or like get involved. And I saw band, I heard it before in like 3rd, 4th grade. I was like, I want to do this. I picked trumpet, and that's what got me into music.
What inspired me to play music was when they took us to the high school and elementary school to listen to all the instruments. I wasn't sure, but when I heard the clarinet, I knew it was for me.
What inspired me to play music was my 8th grade night. I remember seeing the marching band perform their show Shadows, and I really thought that was cool. I thought I want to do that.
What inspired me to start playing music was when we saw the 6th grade performance when we were in 5th grade, and all my friends decided they wanted to start playing.
What inspired me to be in color guard was I liked how motivated everybody was and meeting new friends, so I joined to meet everybody.
My favorite marching band memory was when the drumline came up with our nickname, the Detroit Ravens. In indoor, we thought our costumes kind of looked like ravens. I don't know why we came up with the Detroit part, because it was just funny. Yeah.
My favorite marching band memory is the day we were at Miamisburg my sophomore year, and it was really cold, and really windy, and I fell on my face. But you know what? I finished the show, and I guess that's all that mattered.
My favorite marching band memory is going to the mall in Indianapolis with friends.
My favorite marching band memory would probably be my freshman year. After we performed in Mason, we all had these like jugs of Chick-fil-A lemonade, and none of my group wanted it, so they just let me drink out of the gallon, and I would carry it around with like this blanket wrapped around me. So I would walk around this competition, and then when I got thirsty, I would just pull out this gallon of lemonade and drink it.
My favorite marching band memory is probably meeting so many new people, like making so many friends that I haven't had before, and getting closer to my old ones as well.
My favorite marching band memory has to be when we went to the drive-in. The trumpets all went there as a family, and it really showed how we all came together.
I think it was when we rode like on the big buses towards Grand Nats. That was always just super fun to have like nice buses and just eat some snacks and hang out with friends.
I'd have to say freshman year at Mason when they were doing the preliminaries like announcements, and they said we got like 6th or 7th place and we were qualified to do the second round. That was just an awesome moment to be like, we're good enough to be in the second round.
Having fun with my friends.
So my favorite marching band memories is actually, I have two. The first one was probably during percussion auditions. We have them every year. Is when I was planning to do synth, but I play vibraphone. So Abby, our tech, was the one that asked me if I could do vibraphone. It was probably one of the best decisions I've had like in years. And the second one was probably when I got to see DCI for the first time. It was after, I think it was after practice. We got to go see DCI, and I got to be with a bunch of friends, and it just made me really happy.
Out of all that I have to pick from, I'd have to say hearing my name called with the other drum majors in Lucas Oil Stadium.
My favorite marching band memory is when we all went to the Ohio Stadium, the skull session, and Jacob Marin was late, and we all sang Kumbaya around him as he changed.
My favorite color guard memory would have to be where I caught 2 flags at once because Riley threw hers all weird and I caught mine and hers.
My favorite memory of color guard is, I don't really have anything specific. It's just like meeting everybody and like creating the bonds or relationships I have.
Favorite marching band memory has to be at Disney when we were choosing who got to sleep on the bed and who had to sleep on the floor. I just remember that was a really hectic time, and I had some pretty good arguments, so that was a fun time.
I guess my favorite was going to Grand Nats, because we only got to do it once, and it was with my favorite show.
My favorite memory from marching band would have to be when Stephanie lost her keys on the roof of the band room, and we had to get Mr. J to get them down.
Oh, I don't know if I could choose. I have fun with a lot of them. I don't know, I guess most of front, Troy, Kayla, they're all fun to be around.
My favorite marching band memory is probably the freshman year campfire we had, because that was the point where I realized it's just more than a marching band, it's a family, and that's what really inspired me to keep going and getting better.
My favorite marching band memory would have to be the first time we did the scavenger hunt, because my freshman year the fire was huge, everybody was super supportive, and it felt like I was a part of something big.
My favorite marching band memory is, well, probably Indianapolis of my sophomore year. That's when all my family went to see me, and we all got together, had dinner out. It was a really good time.
My favorite memory of marching band was my junior year senior night when my section went out to eat and we messed around in Walmart for a long time.
My favorite memory was from Winter Guard last year, and we were sitting at one of the competitions, and Onyx just went on, and I got to scream for my best friend Sydney.
My least favorite memory is definitely marching aerobics in junior year. That was the sweatiest and most painful moment of my whole life.
My least favorite marching band memory is getting up early.
My least favorite memory is just any time I've gotten yelled at by Mr. J. Not out of like spite or anything, like, oh, Mr. J. No, it's just how dumb I felt like after, like, oh, why did I do that? Stop crying, it's just music.
My least favorite memory is probably my sophomore year. Again, was the Centerville game, and it was really cold and it rained a lot, and I hated it.
My least favorite was like the difficult process of learning everything from scratch. When I first joined, like I had to learn the whole process of how to march, like 50-50, like, but I eventually got all of it down, and I got to join the full ensemble on September.
The parades in general, they're all too long.
Just tracking all the time during a full period of band.
Least favorite memory has to come from my second day of band camp, and we were doing Andy Circle of Fun, which is just us in a giant circle holding instruments up to music. And they said every time we talked, they'd add a minute. And it started at 3, then 5, and then 7. And by maybe about the second minute, I had one tear rolling down my eye trying to hold up a 10-pound instrument on my second day of band camp, being the only freshman in my section, and having the senior come over to me and tell me to drop because I just couldn't do it.
My least favorite marching band memory was during band camp. We were exercising, we were doing our jogging like we usually do, and I almost passed out because of my asthma, so that's probably one of my least favorite memories. And also, having to say goodbye to my seniors was probably one of the saddest memories I've had.
Troy keep picking on me.
My least favorite memory is the first Wednesday of my junior year of band camp. I came home to my mom sobbing because I figured out my other retina detached. So I was like, I don't want to miss band. I don't want to do it. So we went to the ER, and then they were like, probably it is. And then I missed band for the rest of the band camp so I could do my surgery and heal up. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to do band, but it turns out I healed up nice, I could do band.
My least favorite memory about band is jogging.
My least favorite memory is probably improv. I can't dance.
My least favorite memory of marching band was my freshman year band camp when I messed up my ankle really bad and I had to sit out for a really long time.
My least favorite memory would be my sophomore year, once we were young, when Aaron Bailey came in to work on the body, and he pushed me off the sideline and was refusing to answer my questions.
My least favorite memory. You see, I'm a positive guy, so I don't really have least favorite memories. But I guess having to have one set on one field and bring it back to the other end of the field is just very, very exhausting sometimes, depending on what set you're at. So
I don't know. I mean, I like my sister. Let's go with that. My sister.
Yikes. My least favorite memory would have to be my sophomore year when Aaron Bailey came in and ruined all of our body and marching for the first movement.
I think it was my freshman year. There was this rehearsal where it was like 40 degrees out and pouring down rain, and most people didn't prepare for the weather, so I was in like a t-shirt and jeans, and it was not fun.
Podium crew. It sucks. It's not very fun.
My least favorite was freshman year at the Fine Arts Festival, like after the parade, the dance we performed.
My least favorite memory was running each practice before everything.
My least favorite memory is on the second week of band camp, my junior year. It was a Wednesday, and we did not play very well, and we got yelled at pretty badly. It was not a good time.
Keep practicing, keep with it. Just keep going with it. You got this.
If I could go back in time and give myself advice in 5th grade, I would tell myself to keep doing what you're doing. I don't think there's any major regrets you should have, so just keep doing what you're doing and just enjoy life the best you can.
Just don't be shy, like reach out to new people, don't be afraid to make new friends.
If I could go back in time and say something to my 5th grade self, I would probably tell them that everything's going to be okay and that you're very strong and you got this.
An A+.
I would go back and tell my 5th grade self to actually practice her trumpet so she can be better, because she complains about being in the lowest band and yet she doesn't practice.
If I could go back in time and give advice to my 5th grade self, I would say don't be dumb.
If I could give myself advice when I was in 5th grade, find new friends. I know.
If I can go back in time, I would tell my younger self to just fully commit to everything I could do and to get the most I can out of it, because shoot, looking at it here now, being on the end of my rope, it's a wild ride and you can get a lot out of it, but you can only get what you put in. So just put in the most you can.
If I could go back in time, I would tell my 6th grade self to just have more confidence in my playing, because I was good and I need to be more sure of myself.
If I could go back in time and give me advice from 5th grade was to work harder.
I would tell myself not to be afraid to put myself out there, because in those beginning years I was really shy and didn't like talk to a lot of people, but now I do, and it's nice. It's a lot better.
The advice I give myself is to probably push myself more and come out of my comfort zone. Does that help a lot?
If I could give advice to my 5th grade self, probably, this is a bit cheesy, but enjoy your time, because obviously we didn't know this would all happen in 2020, so I would say enjoy the time you have and just take in every moment you can get.
Focus in more.
I don't know. I mean, I would tell myself to keep working. I know I gave up fairly early on while I was still in the band, and I think if I just worked a bit harder at the time, I would have been much more fine.
I would tell my 5th grade self definitely to practice more, because for the first couple years I played, I definitely did not put enough effort in.
I would tell my 5th grade self to practice the piano more often and get more into music.
I would tell myself to try harder, practice more, put in more effort.
If I could go back in time and give my 5th grade self advice, I would probably tell her that no one really cares of how you play. Don't overthink about it too much and join marching band sooner, because you will make a lot more memories than you could only playing 2 years. You create a family. All those people that you might meet in 7th, 8th grade, they will become your marching band family, and they will be the closest people you will be with for your junior and senior year.
If I could go back to 5th grade and give myself advice, I would say try new things.
I would probably give my 5th grade self the advice to never take anything for granted. Time has flew so fast, and I really just feel like I'm still in that once we were young mode. So I would just try to hold on to every experience that I've had.
I would like to thank my parents and Gina for being there through all of this.
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and the music department teachers and all of the friends I've made along the way.
I want to thank my mom because one, she's been a big part of my life, and even if I joined marching band junior year, she helped me with a lot of my anxiety during all of the marching band shows and the football games. She would sit right in front of me, so I would have an anchor to look at and to be able to calm myself down. I want to thank my dad too for inspiring me with all this stuff. Everyone in my section I want to thank, because they've helped me with so much anxiety and everything like that, and especially my techs, especially from last year. Abby and Dan helped me a lot with being more comfortable with myself and being less tense while playing, which helped a lot.
I would like to thank all the staff, the band directors, all the center snares, including the one this year, Colin Hall, and of course my mom.
The people I'd like to thank are Josh Sear, Jordan Krakis, James, Tom, Brian Smith, my grandma, my brother, my drumline, and my mom and dad, I guess.
Some people I would like to thank, I would want to thank my mom, because she was supportive of me doing this, even though it costs a lot of money. And I want to be thankful for all my friends that stuck with me throughout the whole thing.
I'd like to thank my entire family for supporting me because it's been all of them driving me to practices and keeping me motivated. And my friends that helped keep me sane and company during competitions.
I'd want to thank my parents, my family, and then all my instructors.
I'd like to thank my parents for letting me do marching band, and Mr. Wisman and Mr. Johnston for helping out with marching band.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, and my uncle, and my cousin Ava.
I'd like to thank my parents, my sister, my little brothers, and then all the friends I've made in this band. The drum line, the front itself, just everyone, the directors. Yeah.
I would like to thank my parents, my grandparents, my Uncle Jeff. I'd like to thank, the drum line. They're my family too. Just my drum teachers, Mr. J, Mr. Wisman, Jordan, James, all the percussion people I've had the pleasure to be taught by, et cetera, et cetera. So
I want to thank my parents, my grandparents, my friends, my section.
I'd like to thank my mom for also volunteering a lot of her time to the band so I could do band. I'd like to thank Mr. Wisman and Johnston for being great band directors and helping inspire me continue through band. And I'd like to thank my friends, Emma Campbell, Zach Weeks, Erica Wee, Riley Warnick, and Stephanie Bastris. They made band fun.
People that I'd like to thank is my mom, my dad, and definitely Cody and Gina.
The people I would like to thank are my dad and my brother Andy. They've always been there for me. Such a great, I love them so much. I would also like to thank my mom as well for encouraging me to stay strong all the time and to always give my 100%.
People I would like to thank are my parents because they always just motivate me to get better and everything. My brother, he's always been there for me, and I'm really thankful for that. Gabe Markins, he has helped me through a lot. He's helped me getting better. He's currently helping me getting better right now, so that's really good. Just all my friends who have been there with me through the entire thing. It's just I'm very thankful for them.
I would like to thank my parents for putting up with all the time in band, but also all the money that's put into it. I know it was a big struggle. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank my family, especially my uncle who, got me onto this wild ride. And the people and the memories I've made along the way, the people that led me there, the music department who just was the people who, opened this opportunity to me.
I'd like to thank my parents for keeping the light on for me, keeping food warm. And I'd like to thank my grandparent, my grandma for being there all the time, and my little sister for still being a sister during this whole time.
I'd like to thank my parents, of course, my brothers and sisters, the directors, all my peers. Everybody's just been great.
I would like to thank my mom, my friends, Erica, Katie, Emma, Riley. I don't know, that's pretty much it.
I'd like to thank my parents for always pushing me to be the greatest person I could be and to pursue music, but especially my mom for joining pit crew and always being there for everything.